Alright guys, how yous doing? And welcome back to an episode of Fueled Up. Yes, this series is back alongside custom cars. Now if you don't already know what this is, and if you're new to the channel, this was a series I used to do which was basically my reviews of all the cars in Horizon 3. So I thought I'd bring the name back and also give it a little bit more depth, because when I first done the series I literally just went around the map and that was it, just testing out the car. But as you've seen in the Regalia review, I kind of split it into sections, so we're going to do that in this video, starting with the looks first. Now the car in question is my favourite Porsche of all time, the 928 GTS. I am in love with this thing. Thank you very much to Turn 10 and Playground for finally bringing the 928 into a game, because it's just a fantastic thing. We'll get into the performance details when we do the top speed run, but for now the looks, it's just so nice, man. It's like a combination of the 911 and the 944. It has like this squariness of the 944 at the front, and then at the rear it's sort of more circular like the 911. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and if I could get one of these things for a first sports car, then I definitely would, but they are very expensive these days. So yeah, you're looking for about, I'd probably say about 30 to 40,000 for a very good looking one. But anyway, let's see what we can actually do in terms of opening up the car. Well, we can open up quite a few bits for it. You can see the engine, and I love the lights on this thing, man. Thing, man, that's what I'm trying to say. Look at this. They go up like that, it's so cool. It reminds me of the old Austin Healey Frog Eye Sprints. So funny, man. But we get to see the engine right here, which is a big 5.4 litre V8. Look at that, and it makes one hell of a grumble, but we'll get to the noise test in a little second. Let's move around the back a wee bit. And you've actually got quite a decent bit of luggage compartment space. Not too bad indeed. Now, I was watching Doug DeMuro's video on a 928 recently, and you can obviously fold the rear seats down as well, so you've got a hell of a big boot for a GT car, man. So let's hop inside. Let's just close everything up first. There we go. Open it back up. Thank you very much. Let's check out the wonderful 80s interior. Look at this thing, man. It is quite reminiscent of the 944 Turbo, but it's a wee bit more curvy in here. Everything's a wee bit more higher end and a lot more luxury. Looking good, man. Looking really good. We got a freaking cassette player right there as well. Get the AC. Not a bad interior. I wish there was a wee bit more colour though. So in terms of looks, I'd give this thing a solid 9 out of 10. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. But let's move on to the noise test. That big V8 does sound very good indeed. So in terms of noise, I would give it an 8 out of 10. So anyway, let's go on to the top speed run with this thing. Do a little bit of launch control. 3, 2, 1, go. So we don't get any wheel spin. Ciao, mister. And the other 928 right there. But anyway, the big 5.4 litre V8 pumps out 345 horsepower and 369 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 in this is 5.3 seconds, and we're aiming to achieve a top speed of 176 miles an hour. But I don't know if we will be able to do that. We've got a hell of a lot of traffic on the roads here. It kind of proved quite tricky in the Regalia video. But we need to wait and see. We're already up to 159 miles an hour right now. 160, 162. It's going to start going uphill in a little minute. We're going to be at a bit of a disadvantage. Come on, big girl. Come on. Right, so we're coming up to the end of the motorway right now. We've got a nice clear run. Can we get 170 at least? 170. Oh, I think that's all we're going to get. 171. Oh, come on. I don't want to change up because it's going to freaking make us go down a wee bit. 172. I think that's the best we're going to get it, guys. And crashing right into a freaking Lotus. 172 ain't that bad, but as I said, top speed is 176. You're just going to need quite a hell of a hill to get to it. So last but certainly not least, it is the handling test. And we've came down to the figure 8 circuit in the Outback area, because this is a very, very good area to test out some cars. Now obviously, the 928 is kind of more of a GT car, but it has the sports car credentials. But the problem is, it weighs 3,594 pounds, or in UK terms, 1,630 kilograms. So it's a bit heavy. It's near enough the same weight as a Lexus RCF. So yeah, pretty damn heavy, man. Pretty damn heavy. But here's the good thing: the steering doesn't make you think that. It's actually pretty light steering, which is very, very nice. Acceleration's not too bad as well. The brakes, they're equally as good. Whoa, a little bit of breakaway for the rear end there. That's not bad. Pretty cool. You want your Porsche to be kicking out a wee bit just to connect with you and have a little bit of fun. Oh, there he goes, Metberg. That is awesome, man. Go on, driver tours, get your arses out. Now let's see how it fares on one of the best roads in the game here. I think the most impressive thing that I'm liking so far is just the turn-in, man. The front end on this thing is so direct. And for it having a big booty, I didn't expect that. Obviously you can tell there's a lot of body roll, but it just adds to the fun, man. It's the MX-5 effect. The more body roll and stuff like that, the more fun, in my opinion at least. And you get that soundtrack as well, man. Big V8. Something different from other Porsches, man. Apart from the Panamera, which has like a V8. Right, let's see if we can properly kick the arse out on this thing. Oh, that wasn't even a clutch kick or anything, man. I just hit the brakes. Come on. Just try to wobble the car side to side. Yeah, it's not bad, and it's not the worst at the same time. You could assist it a wee bit with clutch kick, which we're going to do up here. And these roads are a bit better for drifting. Ooh. You do get the initial sort of power lowerage, obviously, when you get around the corner, but it does have enough to keep it going. And clutch kick. Yeah, man. I mean, give this thing I'd probably say upgrade it to about 400 horsepower, and you get quite a good drift car in your hands. It doesn't feel twitchy in any way. It doesn't feel like it's going to suddenly spin out on you. It's actually a really good platform for it. Second. I'm genuinely impressed with the handle on this thing. So in terms of handling, I would give it probably a quite generous 8 out of 10. It's fun, and at the same time you can cruise along and do what it was intended to be. A nice GT car which handles very, very well indeed. So it's time for the final verdict. Now, you know I'm going to be a little bit biased towards this car because it is my favourite Porsche of all time. It's just a cracking sports car. I really, really like this. And as I said, if I had the money, I would go out and buy one of these things today. Seriously, it is an all-time classic. It's just fantastic looking, fantastic sounding, and just awesome. Just awesome overall. It's one of the most epitome of cool cars, if you know what I mean. It's a really, really, really cool car. It just oozes it. So yeah, guys, let me know what you make of the 928 GTS in the comment section below. And while you are down there, a like is always appreciated. Thank you very much for the support. It really does mean a lot to me. and subscribe if you are brand new, and hit the notification bell to keep up to date with my uploads. So I will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much for watching from me in the 928. Bye bye.